Are we finally going to get a phenomenal WWE game now that AJ Styles is front and center? I'm very surprised, very shocked that it wasn't Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins or Brock Lesnar or a Hall of Famer or something like that. I thought it was going to be Ronda Rousey, but I guess that'll be on the exclusive pack or something else. Congratulations to AJ Styles. Once again, are we finally going to get a phenomenal WWE game worthy of what the cover looks like in the game modes and just the overall genetics of the game, what the game's going to present? Hopefully we're going to get overall satisfaction out of WWE 2K19, but no one's more deserving. And this shows you the kind of trust, commitment, and love that the WWE backs AJ Styles, the WWE supports AJ Styles, and the fact that AJ Styles probably only has about a couple years left in his wrestling life, his wrestling career. This shows great promise with AJ Styles and WWE's relationship. There's no doubt that AJ Styles is a future WWE Hall of Famer. Remember to share, subscribe, smash the bell, turn on all notifications for this channel. And as always, viewers and subscribers, make sure to refresh my YouTube page multiple times a day. Go up and down the page so you're always in the loop and in the know on the latest rumors, news, and headlines. I guess Braun Strowman, apparently, not apparently, he won the Money in the Bank briefcase. He called out Brock Lesnar, the current reigning defending Raw Universal Champion. He called out the Beast. There's no doubt in my mind. I wouldn't be surprised if Braun Strowman is going to be one of those guys that says, well, here's when I'm going to cash in. Here's the date, here's the time, here's the place. I don't think Braun Strowman is one of those guys that are just going to, well, then again, I don't know. Braun Strowman has lost to Brock Lesnar a couple of times in the past, so maybe Braun Strowman would be willing to cash in on Brock Lesnar when Brock Lesnar's at his weakest, when Brock Lesnar isn't formidable, when Brock Lesnar can't defend himself. I don't know. I mean, who knows? I mean, or he could just absolutely dominate Brock Lesnar and say, I'm gonna meet you at SummerSlam. This is the match. This is the time. This is the setting. And then I guess Paige was attacked by a WWE fan with a pie to the face. Then the person went on to say that Paige was fat. Fat? How can you even remotely even call Paige fat? She may not be in the shape she was when she was wrestling. You got to remember, this girl's had a trauma. She's had neck injuries. She's had back issues. Paige has had a plethora of different things going on. And for this guy to go in there like that and, stuff her with the pie, I think it was a pie to the face if history serves me correctly, just horrible behavior. I mean, just bad things are going to happen to bad people. What goes around comes around. And what happened to Paige was absolutely horrible. It was reprehensible. And you don't do something like that. I mean, if he thinks Paige is fat, what does this guy think of Nia Jax or another girl in the world that's not famous or well-known that says that's a little bit overweight, a little bit out of shape, a little bit flubby, a little bit flubber? I mean, what? It is just absolutely sick and disgusting that someone would call Paige fat, ugly, and stuff. Going through fans' minds? What are they thinking? What is their mentality? What is their reasoning for doing something like that to a former Raw superstar and a SmackDown Live general manager? And then Paige went on to social media later on, and she said, I'll eat whatever I want, when I want, say what do you want to say about me. And Paige was seen eating, and just a deplorable, just a disgusting act by that person to do that to Paige. The fact that he did the pie to the face, I mean, that right there that's just sick. I mean, you got to understand, viewers and subscribers, we live in a whole different mindset, a whole different era. People and the way they go about things and the way they do things is just sick. I mean, there's no other way you can go about that. And like I said, I guess it didn't really bother Paige too much, but it bothers me because, I mean, what does that say about Chicago? I mean, the fans last night, and, I guess Charles Robinson, a WWE referee, was, very, I mean, even though he said Chicago is one of the hotbeds, it's, one of the hottest cities, as it concerns, reactions and the crowd getting loud and into it and invested. But, the crowd being absolutely just so harsh and heinous towards Roman Reigns, so disrespectful, so out of place. But that's the thing, when you buy a ticket, you're free to, chant and say pretty much what you want to do. But, yeah, they're chanting CM Punk, Cena sucks. I mean, two guys that weren't even at the event, two guys that weren't even there. One guy not even involved with the company, and the fans are chanting for CM Punk. But organically, that's going to happen because it's Chicago, so you can expect that. SmackDown general manager Paige took to her Instagram story after WWE Money in the Bank and noted that she was assaulted by a fan. To the fan that decided to pie face me through my car window and then tell me to lose some weight, Paige said. You inspired me to keep doing myself and eating whatever the F I want. Good luck with your karma. Paige's car was reportedly leaving the Allstate Arena with Paige riding in the passenger seat. When the incident occurred, according to PW Insider, Paige had her window down and was saying goodbye to the fans, high-fiving some when a male fan struck her and yelled at her. The fan was confronted after the incident, but not by Paige. There's no word yet on if this person will be banned from future WWE events, but of course they will keep you updated with any incidents or stories that take place with that. And like I said, viewers and subscribers, that was just absolutely reprehensible, sick, and disgusting and degrading. But seems like Paige... here's the thing, though. I mean, when you get a girl that's, say, thin, there's a lot of girls that have this complexion. They have this mentality that they're still fat and that you don't have that perfect figure. In my opinion, Paige looks perfect. I mean, from face to body to legs. I don't see nothing wrong with Paige. Even the tattoo, I don't see nothing wrong with Paige. Some people... Yeah, I don't know. And then some of these girls that are thin and skinny, or some girls that are in shape, they still have this body image. It's a very big image thing nowadays in 2018. I mean, it really is. I mean, there's no way around it. That's just how it is. And people will have this complexion. They'll have this aura. They'll have this feeling about them. And then when you have someone that's calling you fat or that you're out of shape or overweight, or when to hell you're not. I mean, when you're 130 pounds or 140 pounds or even 150 pounds, whatever Paige may be for her height, and in my opinion, Paige looks good for what she is, but once again, there are just some harsh fans out there. And this fan, I'll tell you what, he deserves to be banned forever. But ladies and gentlemen, going back to Nikki Cross and her WWE future, like I said, Lars Sullivan, Roman Reigns says he is not going to be a stepping stone for any other new roster members that are going to come up through the ranks. He's not going to be one of those guys that are just going to be stepped over. He's not going to be used as a guy that's going to be like, oh, well, I'll use Roman Reigns to catapult my career. Roman Reigns says he's not going to have none of that. This is his yard, and this is his yard to stay. So viewers and subscribers, your comments and your opinions on Roman Reigns saying he will not be a stepping stone to anybody, and he's not going to lay down for anybody. And Paige being assaulted. Roman Reigns, once again, he's going to take a hold of his yard. And, of course, Braun Strowman called out Brock Lesnar, and AJ Styles is the front and center for WWE 2K19 and what should be, hopefully, a phenomenal video game in every sense of the word. Your comments and your opinions, more to come from the Brash and Brazen Show and Entertainment. I will never be mistaken or overtaken. Like my official Facebook fan page, more to come as we go on.